Hey, what's up, friends? Welcome back to the channel. As always, my name's Anton, and today we're going to be revisiting Florence and the Machine. So this is the fourth single they've had on this record, and you guys know my thoughts. I loved the last one, My Love. That was like, for me, yeah, you guys know me. I like, catchy, upbeat stuff. And while King and Heaven and Hiding were very fascinating, interesting, almost intellectualized exercises, My Love is kind of like what I was looking for. So we'll see what this is, but this is free. And before we get into it, as always, if you guys have any song requests for me and you want to vote on what artists come on the channel every single week, join everybody in the Discord, link down below. And if you want guaranteed song requests and you want to check out all of our full album reactions like we're doing right now, do Elton John's Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, join everybody in the Patreon, also linked down below. And that's it. So let's get into Florence the Machine free. Full volume. Bill Nye. Ooh. OCD? Nah.
Sometimes I wonder if I should be medicated. If I would feel better just lightly sedated. The feeling comes so fast and I cannot control it. I'm on fire but I'm trying not to show it. As it picks me up, puts me down, it picks me up, puts me down, picks me up, puts me down. 100 times a day, it picks me up, puts me down, chews me up, spits me out, picks me up, puts me down.
Love the drumming too.
I'm always running from something to push it back, but it keeps on coming and being clever never got me very far. Because it's all in my head, you're too sensitive, they said. I said okay, but let's discuss this at the hospital. Picks me up, puts me down, picks me up, puts me down.
Such a cool vibe here.
Puts me down.
The repetition.
100 times a day, picks me up, puts me down, chews me up, spits me out, picks me up, puts me down. But I hear the music, I feel the beat, and for a moment when I'm dancing, I'm free. I hear the music, I feel the beat, and for a moment when I'm dancing, I'm free.
Oh, I love the drumming, man. And the energy.
Is this how it is? Is this how it's always been? To exist in the face of suffering and death and somehow still keep singing. Oh, like Christ upon a cross, who died for us, who died for what? Oh, don't you wanna call it off? But there's nothing else that I know how to do but to open up my arms and give it all to you. 'Cause I hear music, I feel the beat, and for a moment when I'm dancing,
I love how everything is just building.
I'm free. I'm free. I'm free.
I love the fiddle. Aww. Dedicated to the spirit, creativity, and perseverance of our brave Ukrainian friends. Filmed in Kiev on the 18th of November 2021 with Ukrainian filmmakers and artists whose radiant freedom can never be extinguished. Wow. Autumn de Wilde is a very good director. She's very talented. And this was a fantastic song. I really loved this. You know, yeah, I said it before, but I feel like this is my favorite Florence stuff, when it merges the creative with the poppy. And I use poppy. It's hard to know how to use that word, because when you think of pop, you think of generic a lot of the time, right? That's how I often think of pop. But I'm like, okay, poppy is just like catchy. Poppy is a songwriting style. Poppy is just meticulously crafted to stick in your head. And I think what pop is pop is a genre. Its main chief thing is trying to hook you immediately. Right? I think that's what pop is. On first listen, in the first 30 seconds, in the first minute, hook you. And that's what this song did. So from a pop standpoint, this had pop attributes to it. And I love that about Florence. Even I'd say like Never Let Me Go has some element of a pop sensibility, because I was hooked immediately. You know what I mean? And I know that definition isn't perfect, but for the sake of the argument, that's what I'll say it is. And I just love it when Florence, this is what I love about Florence and the Machine so much, is that they can give you something that you can feel, that you can vibe with, that you can get lost in, and also get lost in from that other perspective, that artistic perspective. You can listen to this 100 times and get a new meaning every time. This is a song that will evolve with you as you live your life. You know, this is like a Harry Potter movie, or a movie that you listen to or you watch when you're 20, and then you watch when you're 40, and you watch when you're 60, and every time they give you kind of a new appreciation. You might fall in love with different characters. You might fall in love with different parts of the song, different lyrics. Different lines will jump out to you and be meaningful. And that's why I love this song. It's just catchy, but there's just so much to it. And then now with the video, something I was thinking about the video is, okay, one other thing I want to talk about quickly is, when we first listened to Never Let Me Go, that was like Florence on the second record, when she was like a bit aimless. She was a bit lost. She was trying to figure out who she was. She was being told she was too sensitive. She was being told these things about who she was supposed to be successful. And she was drowning in that pressure. She was drowning in that, I'm so famous, but I don't even know who I am fully, right? And that's so difficult. And because of that, Never Let Me Go was such a dark, haunting, beautiful song. And then on this record, this is her fifth record. On her fifth record, she now kind of knows who she is. She's saying, yeah, I'm different. I'm sensitive. I'm artistic. I'm not going to fit into the box that people want to put me in. I'll never be that. I've never fit in. I never will. You know what I mean? And I'm, for the first time, I'm so happy I'm free. I'm so happy I'm just myself now. You know what I mean? That I don't have to be something. And now, like, I just love that message. And now moving on to the music video, I love the music video with Bill Nye and her. And what I originally got from the music video was that I saw Bill Nye as her anxiety. I actually didn't even know if I saw Bill Nye as just her anxiety. I almost saw Bill Nye as her rational mind, as her intellectual side. We all have a masculine brain, a feminine brain. That's one way of calling it. You can call it the order and chaos. You can call it freedom, liberation, and pretty much usually like order, structure, and creativity. That's usually the dichotomy. And Bill Nye, for me, was representing her, her structure side, make sure that you're sending emails to ticket agencies for your new tour. Make sure that you're doing a promotion. Make sure that you're doing the things you need to do to maintain your creative side, because being in a band, being an artist in the 21st century is not just a creative endeavor. You have to market, you have to package these things in a way that will get them viral, You know what I mean? You have to figure out, when are you going to drop a song? When are you going to drop an album? How many singles are you going to have? Who do we have to talk to? Who's going to direct this thing? There's all these like intellectual things you have to think about before you can just let loose the creativity and make the song. And what I got from this video is that she's representing the two sides of herself. You know, there is the Bill Nye side, and there's the I see, you know, Florence was playing not just herself, she was playing her creative side, she was playing her free side, she was playing the part of herself that is kind of in some sense who she is. Like, our creativity is probably at our core the thing that makes us uniquely us. We learn all the other things. We learn how to do spreadsheets. We learn how to work a 9-to-5 job. But what is uniquely our own is always our creativity. And that's when she says she's playing herself. That's kind of what I got from that is Florence. You know what I mean? That is what no one else can be Florence. The one thing she's complete sovereignty over is her creative expression, and that's what she was showing in this song. But yeah, brilliant song, man. I love this and My Love almost like both. Okay, what did the artist say about the song? Ironically, Free was actually the last song I wrote before the first lockdown. It's a song about my anxiety and how I process it, and this feeling that it's just something that's been with me my whole life. And even as my life stabilizes and it's essentially calmer, anxiety is just still there. I was trying to understand what it is and how essentially when I'm playing or I'm making music or I'm in the flow of creativity, it goes away. So it's kind of this push and pull throughout the song of the anxiety, and then the song itself taking it out of the way and dancing and feeling free. That was brilliant. She's so deep. And I think my perspective on anxiety is that, let's see. I think a lot of creative people suffer from anxiety and depression. I think I think what anxiety and depression in some form, this is not always the case, but I think that anxiety and depression come from a heightened level of sensitivity. And I think a lot of artists are inherently sensitive. That's why they can channel. Because I see creativity, I see music, I see art as channeling. Channeling, you can call it from your higher self, your subconscious mind, your unconscious, the unconscious, as Carl Jung would say. You're channeling. You are, even if it's just from your subconscious mind, there's this channel between the conscious and the subconscious, or the right brain, the left brain. There's this channel. And the more sensitive you are, the more you can get out of your own way. You can just allow that information, that creativity, that spark to just come through and come into your conscious mind. And I think that what an artist is, I don't think that there's like artists and non-artists. I think what an artist is, and someone who gets famous being an artist, is just someone who's just more in touch with their sensitivity, more in touch with their subconscious mind than the average person. Everyone can learn to get, they can, you know, I don't want to say work, but they can, learn to just get out of their way more than usual. But I think some people are just born more sensitive. They're born with that channel more open. And I think part of that channel being more open is that sensitivity. And what do you get when you're more sensitive? You're more sensitive to stimuli. You're more sensitive to thoughts. You're more sensitive to energy. You're more sensitive to different mood swings, right? Depression, anxiety is just like heightened awareness of the flurry of thoughts. And I'm someone who has very whirlwind thoughts. And in many ways I don't want to say I can suffer from anxiety, but what someone would call anxiety, like a heightened sense of self-awareness, or about a heightened sense of what could go wrong, a heightened sense of possibilities. I share that for sure. And I think that, when you're in the flow of creativity, it goes away. Because you're not aware of tomorrow or yesterday. You know, people have said depression is living in the past and anxiety is living in the future. And when you're in a state of creativity, you're right here, right now. And there is no future, there is no past. You're not thinking about your abusers. You're not thinking about what you're afraid of. You're just right here, you're creating. When I'm making these videos, I'm not thinking about tomorrow. I'm not thinking about the past, unless I'm like literally going into that. And even when I'm talking about that in these videos, I'm in this creative space where I'm looking at the past, but not in the same way I'd usually look at the past. I'm almost channeling the past through me, and I'm feeling the past more than thinking about the past. It's not anxiety. It's a different kind of thing. But this was absolutely brilliant. Now, to you guys, what are your favorite Florence and the Machine songs? Let me know down below. And if none of the patrons choose anything, I'll be coming to you guys for some future song ideas. And also, if you guys enjoyed this video and breakdown, you want to help out with the YouTube algorithm, definitely leave a like and subscribe if you're digging the content. And lastly, I want to give a big shout out to my tier 3 patrons. So we got Laura, Amber, Andy, Ayla, Charles, Francis, Kelly, Lorne, Mans, Matt, Melanie, Melissa, Merrick, Nora, Paul, Robbie, Scott, and Stuart. Shout out to all of you guys, and I'll see all of you guys again tomorrow. I love you. Peace.